Welcome to our day 5 of the 10-day New You Embodiment Challenge. The whole 10-day process, of course, it's not done in 10 days, but it's how you call it, starting point to get you on the path of self-actualization, self-realization. The embodiment is the key to become the one that you know in your heart that you want to be and realize. And today, as I said, it's day 5. Yesterday was day 4. And I encourage you to review the last 4 days because it's a process. I'm guiding you step by step. And the first was you were looking at where you are, want to be, and you identified a gap, right? Then the next day, you looked at who you are and you created the so-called avatar of the you who lives the life that you envision. And then we were looking even closer on the emotional connection. Um, adding more words to it, to the statement about how you speak about yourself. And I encourage you to train yourself to stand in front of a mirror and speak in this I am statement with emotional words and in present tense. And yesterday, the 4th step was looking at our environment. Okay, where are we when in alignment and where we are not in alignment? And I encourage you to make notes in your journal so you can then catch up and with small steps every day, just little thing to bring things that don't feel in alignment, and may it be like, you open the kitchen counter drawer and you see you need to, it's not the way you want it to be, and you do it. It may takes like 5 minutes. Okay, so small step gets you where you want to go, but every day, please. So let's go to the core of how we experience our reality, how we create our reality. And if you observe your environment, you notice that people in the same environment have different lifestyles. There is no one criteria for being poor or being lonely or being whatever it is. The environment is how we deal with it. It's an interaction. And what we then experience is our reality, but our reality is not the reality of even a person who lives with us under the same roof. So how we create our reality, I call it a T process. So T for thoughts. So we think something. And I started with it with the quote from Marcus Aurelius saying, okay, our life is what we think about it. Our opinion about the world, about us, and that's where the self-image comes in play, decides on how we feel and how we act. And the results are just a natural following from this sequence of thinking, feeling, acting. And then there are the results. So if you reverse engineer and look at, okay, if I want to have different results, I need to think differently. I need to create new view. And I think Wayne Dyer was saying, if you look at life differently, life will change, or something like that. So everything comes back to the starting point. Think differently about yourself, think differently about the environment, your life, economy, and take back your power, because you deserve the best life there is. Okay, so every day you also get activity, and you also get a homework. And let me look up the day 5, and I will put it in the description. So the activity is in your journal. Create, that's an exercise. Create like one paragraph, writing about where you want to be in present tense, and start with writing. And I'm taking that from Bob Proctor's suggestion. You know, he was my coach, and one of my coaches. And start with, I'm so happy and so grateful now that. That brings the whole thought into presence. Now that I am a sought after speaker, for example, if that's your dream, whatever it is, and create that today. That's, you give your brain seed that it can then build up more in your awareness. We were talking about the reticular activating system, how our brain supports our goal achievement, but we must give it this goal, the direction, the GPS. And I would suggest, if they're, you know, on a weekend, then you can practice. And what I suggest, and I have it on my phone, set like, I'm saying 30 minutes. Try for 2 hours in 30 minutes intervals. You may even get up a little bit earlier in the morning, and you can even do it, you know, every 10 minutes for an hour. It's up to you. The key here is to start programming your brain to being the new you. And that happens through repetition. We learned our name by repetition, by our parents telling us, you are Mila, I am mom, right? This is how we learned language. Or when our parents pointed to a tree and said, tree. So we learn that. We recognize connection between objects and words, and that's in our brain. And today is about programming your brain for the new you, the true you, the full expression of you living the life that you envision. And it starts with programming yourself. The mind is just like forest, and you are creating new neural pathways called, right, in the brain through repetition. And the more often you repeat it, the more is this pathways in your brain established. So then we will continue to, you know, embody your new self in the next steps, because you need to get it in your body's cells, in your brain, but in your feelings and in your behavior, creating this being the new you. And I'm guiding you here with these 10 steps. So this is it for today. I highly encourage you to try this. Write down the statement, I am so happy and so grateful now that, and feel it. And then set your phone to an alarm, maybe for 2 hours, or I don't know, whole day. And let it remind you. And then it takes you like 5 seconds, right? Just sit with it. Bring to mind a statement and a feeling. We need to create the mind-heart connection. So that's the way how to get the embodiment. So now you know what the task is for today. Have fun with it. It feels great. And feeling great is quality of life. And so give it this gift to yourself. So this is it for today. I'll be back with the next step, and I wish you lots of fun.